Welcome to the Walk to Class for Independence University. Today we are going to go over logging into your student portal and logging into your Canvas classroom. The first thing you're going to want to do is access the email from your student advisor that has the link to the student portal. If you do not see that email, you can always go to our website by just logging onto the internet. I always suggest using Mozilla Firefox as your internet browser. This is the best browser to use with our Canvas classroom. If you go to Google, you can do a search for Independence University or go straight to our website, www.independence.edu. That will take you to this page. As you can see in the top right-hand corner is a link to the student portal. By clicking on that, it will take us to the login screen where you will see Welcome to My Campus Portal. For your username, it will generally be your first name dot last name, all in lowercase letters. Your password is what you would have set up with your admissions consultant when you first talked to them on the phone. So if you don't remember what that is, contact them or your student advisor and they can get that set up for you. So I'm going to go ahead and get logged into the student portal now. Once you're logged in, you will see this page. There's a lot of helpful information in your student portal. This is not your classroom. You will not get credit for logging into your student portal for your attendance in your class. So make sure that you're logging into the student portal, but you're also logging into your Canvas classroom. From the portal, you can access a lot of different information over on the left-hand side. You can access your campus info, academics, my profile, my finances, my financial aid, my career, and my documents. So you can go and explore those later on. Where you want to look for this first day is in the center of the homepage where it says Canvas. Click here to access your online course. By clicking on this, we will be redirected to the Canvas login page, which you see right now. Because this is your first time logging in, you still need to set up your password. If you've already set up your password with your student advisor, you can go ahead and get logged in at this point, but I'm going to show you if you haven't done this step yet. Before you can log in, you need to click on this yellow writing right below here to request your password. So I'm going to click on that and input my email. And you want to use the email that you first gave to your admissions consultant to get set up for class, because that's the one that our system is going to recognize. So you'll put that in and click Request Password. Now I can see that the email has popped into my email address, so I'm going to open that email up. And you'll see that I've requested a confirmation of my password for logging into Canvas, and I can click here to set a new password. So I'll go ahead and click that, and I can make this password whatever I want. It has to at least be 6 characters long, so just keep that in mind when you're thinking of what you want your password to be. Once I'm done coming up with my password, I can click on Update Password. This is going to take me right back to the login page. Now I'm ready to go and get logged into Canvas. Your username will probably be the same thing as it was for the student portal, your first name dot last name. And then you'll just go ahead and put in the password that you just created and go ahead and get logged in. When you first get logged into Canvas, this will be the screen that you see. You still need to get logged into your class. The best way to find each of your classes is by going up to Courses and looking underneath My Courses. This is where all of your courses that you're taking will be listed. Right now, since I'm an administrator, I don't see any courses, but I've already loaded a CSS 101 course for us to look at today. So this is an example of what your homepage for your first class will look like. There's a few things that we want you to accomplish today once you're in your class, so I've created a to-do list for us to look at and go through so you know what you need to accomplish today. The first thing on our to-do list today is to complete the daily checkpoint. So let's go and take a look in our classroom and see where to complete that daily checkpoint. From the home page, you can access the daily checkpoint by clicking on this first pink box. By clicking there, you'll be brought to a list of all of the daily checkpoints for your course. The daily checkpoint is what's going to give you your 5 points of attendance for class. So there's one every single day that you can complete. And remember, you need to complete at least 4 daily checkpoints per week in order to receive your 20 points of attendance credit. If you complete all 7, great, you can get some extra credit, up to 15 points per week. You cannot move ahead and do daily checkpoints for other days. You can only do it the day of. So if it's Monday, you can only do Monday. If it's Tuesday and you missed Monday, unfortunately, you cannot go back and complete Monday's daily checkpoint. If I click on Monday's daily checkpoint, it will bring up some reading. For each daily checkpoint, you will generally see some reading. Some will be longer, some will be shorter. At the bottom, you will see a button to click to take the quiz. The quiz is 1 question and it's multiple choice. You have 1 hour once you start the quiz to complete it. It usually takes students around 15 minutes to complete this assignment, but make sure once you click begin, you don't walk away and come back later and try to complete it because it will time you out and give you a 0 if you don't answer in the amount of time given. Once you've completed that, that's it for your attendance credit for the day. The next thing on our to-do list for you to do today is watch your instructor's lecture. So let's go ahead and find where your instructor's lecture is located. So I'm going to scroll up and go back to the home page. And from the home page, I'm going to go over and click on this yellow box titled Live Session. There's a lot of information on the live session page. As you can see below on the chart, there are a lot of different times listed of when our instructors are available. You can contact these instructors by clicking on the live session link at any of these times. Just keep in mind that these times are in Mountain Standard Time, so you might have to convert it to your time zone so that you're in at the correct time. Before going into any of these live sessions, you do want to watch the recording of the lecture. The recordings are all listed at the bottom of this page, so week 1, 2, 3, and 4 will all be listed here. Make sure to watch this recording before going into one of the live sessions. That way you can get the information you need and then ask any questions later. These recorded lectures may not be given by your specific instructor, so make sure that you go find out which instructor is your assigned instructor. To find out who your instructor is, we can go back to the home page. And you can click down here on Instructor Bio. This will tell you your instructor's contact information. Let's check out the last thing on your to-do list for today. So the last thing is to write your discussion post for the Understand Self. So from your classroom, there's 2 ways to access the homework assignments. From the home page, you can go down underneath week 1 and click on the discussion board. The way that I suggest doing it is going over to the left-hand sides underneath modules. By clicking on modules, you will see each week listed out so that you can see everything that you need for the week spread out. From this page, you can see all of the readings and tools, the readiness quizzes, some introductory items, and you can also view what is homework and what isn't. And the way you can tell is by looking over to the right-hand side and seeing what has a due date and what has points associated with it. So these are your 3 assignments for this week. They're all due by Saturday at midnight, and they have points associated with them. So here's your week 1 discussion, Understand Self. That's the last thing that you want to make sure that you try doing today to get you off to a good start. You will generally have a discussion post each week, so you'll start to get familiar with them week by week. For this discussion, you actually have 2 different prompts that you can choose from. You can choose option 1 or option 2. You do not have to do both. And once you are ready to answer the prompt, you'll just scroll down, and right above where your instructor has typed their example, you're going to see a reply button right here. I don't see it, unfortunately, because I am an administrator, but you'll see the word reply that you can click on and type your response right into the classroom and post it. You do need to do 3 separate posts. You need to answer the question and respond to 2 of your peers. In order to respond to a peer, you can scroll down, and right underneath their post, you will see another reply button that you can click on and reply to their post. Once you're done with all 3 posts, you're done with your discussion post for the week. So let's go and see what else needs to be completed this week. So under your list for this week, we have the discussion Understand Self. Many of you will have that done today if you do your to-do list for today, so that's one less thing that you have to worry about. The other 2 assignments are the scavenger hunt quiz and the APA paper template. Those need to be in by Saturday at midnight. Your discussion post is due at Wednesday by midnight, and that's why we suggest you trying to get that done today. Another thing I wanted to go over today is the strike policy. The strike policy was put in place to help students get off on the right foot. We want you to create good study habits to help you be successful through your entire program. The specifics of this policy will only apply to this first course. So make sure during this first course you are meeting your attendance requirement, which means logging in to your classroom and completing the 4 daily checkpoints per week. If you do not meet that requirement, you will receive 1 strike. If you have any missing or late assignments, you will be given 2 strikes per late or missing assignment. As soon as you receive 3 strikes or more, you will be removed from class, or what we call false started. We don't want this to happen to you, so just make sure that you stay on top of your work, and please contact your student advisor if you feel like you're falling behind or have any questions about this policy. Let's go back to the classroom and I will show you where to access the tutoring lab. Let's go back to the home page. Almost everything that you'll need for this course you can access from the home page. So to access the Tutoring Center, you'll have to go into the Student Success Center. From here, you can see that we have tutors for almost every single subject that we have here. We even have tutors for CSS 101, which is the first course that many of you will be currently enrolled in. And that's located right over here. If I click on this, I can see all of the different times that those tutors are available. And again, these times are in Mountain Time, so make sure that you're converting to your time zone. Once you're ready to access the Tutoring Center, you can go to the bottom and click on this link. This is going to take me to Blackboard Collaborate, where you'll just need to type in your first and last name and click Log In. You may need to download Blackboard Collaborate, and if you need help, please contact the IT Center or your student advisor. Remember, the tutors are here to help, so if you have any questions on any of your assignments, please contact the Tutoring Center. You can also contact your instructor or your student advisor. The last thing I wanted to go over is a couple phone numbers that you'll need. So if you want to grab a pen and pencil to write these phone numbers down, I think you'll find them helpful. The first one is the number for the IT help desk. This is a number you'll want to call if you find any issues with your laptop. Their number is 866-888-3768. The other number that I want you to write down is for the IU help desk. This is a number that you can call if you're unable to get a hold of your instructor or your student advisor. They generally have later hours than your instructor or your student advisor, so you can call them in the evening when you're available. Their number is 855-880-3121. This concludes what I have to cover in the Walk to Class session today. At this point, you'll want to try logging into your student portal and logging into your Canvas classroom. If you have any questions, please type those into the chat box at this time, and the student advisors conducting this session will be able to help you out with that. Thank you for joining us and have a great day.